Good morning, everybody. It's Coffee Saturday. Please excuse the bad hair day. I just woke up, but I wanted to get out a video in reference to Homelink on our Tesla Model Y. So some of you may or may not know, when I did a video a couple weeks ago about the different add-ons. That's my concern with Tesla. You know, everything's an add-on. You want your what is it, the mapping system, all this stuff is an extra fee. Would you like Homelink for your garage door openers? You know, that's an extra fee. My wife's minivan, like I've told you, the Honda Odyssey, it came with it, like it should. You can put 3 different garages built into the Homelink system in the car. Tesla charged me $350 to add that to my car. Another add-on. But this is a positive video. This is what I wanted to explain to people. The communication from Tesla has been phenomenal. When I first talked to someone a couple weeks ago about this, I actually called my salesman at Tesla and I said, look, I know you can do it from your pajamas in your mom and dad's basement. I can't do that. I need some assistance. What do I do? He's like, I'll help you. So basically, while we were on the phone, he helped guide me through purchasing the Homelink system for the car. It was seamless, took about 5 minutes. And I could have gotten through it myself, okay? But I just needed that. I'm not sure what I'm doing. But it wanted to do an install. It wanted me to schedule an installation date. So we're going to be going to Florida for 3 weeks, and they were so far out being booked that it would have come up during that 3 weeks while we were gone to Florida. So he went out and talked to him at the service department outside in Bloomington, Illinois is where I talked to my Tesla dealer. He talked to him in the shop, and he said they told him, he said, go ahead and finish the purchase, but leave the installation date empty. And they have some of the Homelink systems at Bloomington in the service department. So that when I purchased it, that reserved one. But he said, once you get back from Florida in late November, early December, schedule it to have it done. Well, about a week ago, I got a notification on my Tesla app, and it said, whatever yesterday was, October 25th, I think, Friday. Your Tesla service department will arrive and install your Homelink garage door service between 8:30 and 12:30. And I was like, I didn't schedule, so I call back, talk to the salesman, and he says, I'm sorry if that video is out of sorry. So I call back. He says, let me go to the service department. So he went out and talked to them, and he said, well, what happens is sometimes if they have us, and he had told them that we were going to be gone for a few weeks in November, that if a cancellation came up or whatever, they told him that we will schedule it prior to that. And they did. So this Friday, yesterday, it popped up, and it said between 8:30 and 12:30, your mobile service person will arrive, blah, blah, blah. And I have had in a week, I had continual updates from Tesla. You know, review, there's like a 6-part thing on your app. It pops up and highlights it. It's like review your contract and make sure you approve the price. Well, the price was 0 because the installation is included with the purchase. So I was like, okay. And then I go to the next page and review your contract, $0. Approve. Yeah, I approve $0. Yeah. And so it was very simple. Even for a person like me, it was very, very, very simple. So, yesterday morning, I want to say at about 6:30 a.m., I was already awake having coffee. I received a notification on my Tesla app and a text that says your service tech, his name will be Trey, and he will be arriving between 8:45 and 9:45. Then it narrowed it from the 4-hour time down to an hour time. Okay. Well, at 8, so then I knew at least I wasn't going to be, I don't have to stay at home. I don't like that 4 hours. We could come next month. It might be 3 days long. We don't know. I wasn't real impressed with a 4-hour, but now it was down to an hour. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be early in the morning. I'm probably one of the first installations of the day. So then, about 8:15 a.m., is it 8:15? Yeah, I got a notification and another text, and it popped up and it said, Trey is en route and will arrive at 9:16 a.m. at your condo. Okay, sounds good to me. And what the amazing thing was, I opened up my garage, and it says to have your car, because it was rainy and kind of like a misty, not a good day. It says to have your car in a covered area for the tech. You know, just common sense things. In a garage or at least a covered space, somewhere where he can work out of the weather. And I had it in the garage. I popped open the door about 10 after 9. I walk outside with my coffee, and literally at 9:16 a.m., a white Model S Tesla that says Tesla Mobile Service Tech, I think, on it, turns in, pulls right down the driveway, and I had just walked out with my coffee, pulled up, and he said, "Hi, are you Daryl?" And I said, "Yep." He's like, "I'm Trey, and I'll be doing your installation today." My first instinct and what I wanted to do was I wanted to videotape the job. I've seen it on YouTube in a couple places, but I really wanted to videotape it. But this guy was so efficient. It was amazing. He got out, he had a laptop. I popped the hood, the frunk, for him, and he got out, and I'm not joking. In 15 minutes, he started, was done. Within 15 minutes. Now, to break it down, there's 4 bolts and a clip that takes your frunk piece out, and then there's a light in there you unplug, and he took it out. I didn't even have a chance to ask him if I could videotape him. I know sometimes service techs don't like to be videotaped. I didn't even have a chance to ask him that, and he already had the trunk out, the frunk out. And he had the, from Bloomington, he had the computer Homelink module. It's pre-wired in the car for it. It literally is plug and play. He grabbed from the wire harness on one side, he opened it up, he plugged it in. There's actually even a place on the front of the car for it to clip into. It is made to have Homelink in the car. Why it's an add-on, Tesla, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. So he plugs it in, and the next thing I know, he's got the frunk back in, and he's putting the 4 bolts and the clip in, and he'd already plugged the light back in. And we're within, 5 minutes. I was thinking, man, now it's too late. We're 75% done here. It was just amazing. He was a very nice guy. I did tell him, I want to add my daughter's garages on this. So I said, I'm a baby boomer, so would you kind of just go slow for me? Just go slow. I'm not the best tech savvy guy in the world, So he's like, yeah, no problem. So he got done. He finished up. He used his laptop, and he put my car in service mode and had to, basically reboot my computer. And when the car came back up, it acknowledged, oh, there's a Homelink sensor computer. Like when you add something on your home computer, an external drive or something like that. It notices, we have something new here. Boom. So he typed in, it popped up Homelink, and then he typed in garage. But he's like, I'm going to have you add your garage so that you know how to do it, and then you can go add your daughter's garages as well. So he, I get in the car, and it literally was step by step on the screen what to do. It was so cool. It would be like you had to have your garage door opener with you and walk out in front of your car with the garage door down, push the button to open the garage door, but hold it. And the garage door will be going up, and hold it until you see your lights flash on your car. I think the lights were on and they flashed and went off, or they were off and they flashed and came on. I can't remember. But that means, okay, the computer picked that up. Go back into the car, and it said push continue. I pushed continue, and then it wanted us to push the learn button on my garage. And he was standing in my garage. He's like, I'll push the learn button. So he pushed the learn button, and then it said continue, and it said, push continue, and then push garage, I think, in the car, in the button. And I pushed that, and it said, you are complete. It's done. It's learned what it needed to do. So I sat there, and then I pushed, there's a button that says activate, and it had under garage. I think I'll change that to our name, or I'll change that to something else, or home, or something like that. But it says activate, and you push that, it started working. Perfect. Now, I didn't set it up you can set it up to within, I don't know, is it 150 feet of your garage to automatically open. When you start pulling down the drive, it'll automatically open. And when you pull away, it'll automatically shut. The missus and me both were like, I don't know, because we may be too far away when it starts to close, and then, is it closed? I'm not sure it's closed. It would say it's closed. That's how, So we were like, you know what? We're okay with going to the computer screen and clicking activate. So then he was done, finished up, and I was sent a completed thing on the app. Like, it was amazing how quick, and of course, he probably does this all day long. And he did say that from Bloomington, the Peoria area, Pekin and Peoria area, that's what they had scheduled for the day. So he was going from my house to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Trey, shout out to Trey, did a great job. Very considerate, knew exactly what he was doing, obviously. So anyway, tell you that to tell you this, got done. And then throughout the day yesterday, we had some family fly in from Florida, visiting my daughter's in-laws from Punta Gorda. So they were in. I went to that daughter's house, Darcy, and and he told me, so like, you can go to add Homelink, and then it'll pop up a name. You type in what name you wanted. I typed in their name. And literally, I pulled up to their garage and had to have a remote. So grabbed a garage remote, did the exact same thing. It's got continue. It tells you on the screen, step by step. Very simple. Now, with theirs, I don't know if they have a newer garage door opener than we have. With theirs, it said continue, and I went out to the garage and said, use your remote, put it in front of the car, because then what it was doing was looking for the sensor. Push the open button, the garage went open, and within about, I'd say 3 seconds, the lights flashed, and it was done. I walked into the garage, or walked into the car, and it said, push continue. I clicked continue, and it said, your garage is completed. Like, it was done. I didn't have to push the learn button on the actual opener in the garage up on the ceiling. And I looked, and it said activate at the top. I clicked the activate button. Down came their garage. Pushed the activate button again. Up went their garage. Now, the cool thing about this is I called my other daughter, Ashley. She lives on the probably, 3 minutes away. My daughters live close to each other. So are you at home? Yep. Can I come over and add your garage into our car? Yep. So I went to her house, did the exact same thing. Now hers needed me to push the learn button and it set it in the car. You know, I did the door thing out front, the garage. I pushed it, it flashed like it learned it. I pushed continue, and then it said, now push the learn button on the garage, on the opener inside, So I pushed the learn button, came back to the car, because you have like 30 seconds or so after it's activated in the car from that button up in your garage, the actual opener. Once that's activated, it sends out a signal for like 30 seconds. I came into the car, it says push continue, I push continue, and it took a couple of seconds, and the car then noticed that it was there. And then it popped up and said, activate. All right. Push activate, garage went down, activate, the garage went up. Now, the coolest part of this is as I drove away from my daughter's house, at the top of your screen, the little button that says activate and it has their name went away. Poof. Once you're out of range of their house. So I thought, well, you know what? My other daughter, Darcy, lives a few minutes away. Let me drive over by their house and see how this works. Because I don't want to have to push the car button and push 6 buttons to get into a garage. Sure enough, when I got within range of my daughter Darcy's house, up at the top of the screen, not huge, but it popped up their name, and then it had an activate button next to it. I pushed activate, up went their garage. I'm like, nice. And then I drove away from their house after closing their garage. And as soon as you get out of range, that disappears on your screen. It's not there. So the missus has been using it now last night and I don't think this morning, but and it works great. Again, I'm glad that we have it now. We can get rid of all these garage door openers we have hanging on our visors and go back to like we had in the Honda Odyssey minivan. It's already there. Had 3 separate buttons for 3 separate garage doors. I had them all programmed for ours and our 2 daughters' house. Again, Tesla, it should come with the car. Come on. When you're buying this car, it should come with the car. That has probably been my only gripe about it. I don't like the add-ons. And I know if you bought the S or X and you spent $30,000 more, those are standard. I think Homelink should be a standard. Since you already pre-wire it, you already have a setup place for it in the car where this module will clip in. Everything is prepared for it. Just do it. So yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a video of the actual installation, but I'm telling you, it was so fast, so quick. I was like, he's done. Before I could even get started asking him, because he arrived and started. We didn't just have chit chat. We didn't have talk time like we're doing here. It was in, working, done, and moving on to the next job. But he was very courteous, very polite. When he was done, he asked if we had any other questions. And I asked him, well, my daughter's houses will be done the same way. He's like, yep, just add Homelink and then follow the on-screen directions and you'll be done in 2 minutes each one, 1 minute, whatever it was. So, but that was pretty cool. I just want to make that video this morning just to kind of update you. Homelink is in, and we're pretty impressed with it. Again, just 1 day is all we've had it, but it's exactly as it was in our van. It's just nice to have and get rid of those garage door openers and make it simple. Okay, so please like, subscribe, and have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe.